Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
First at 11, Detroit police are searching for a driver who ran a red light, causing a deadly 3-car crash.
It happened on the east side near Chalmers, near Seymour. Police say the at-fault driver ran the red. They got away. They left that vehicle and ran away, I should say. A passenger in one of the other cars died at the scene. 3 others were also hurt. They are expected to survive. Detroit police say they are working to identify the person who ran away from that crash. If you saw anything or know anything, contact Detroit police or Silent Observer.
Different groups from around the city of Detroit can get together for a common cause.
That cause bringing a stop to gun violence across the city of Detroit.
Following a string of violent shootings involving youth over the summer, community violence interrupters, or CVI groups, are taking matters into their own hands.
They're teaming up to fight back against the senseless violence, bringing people together with events and programs that choose unity over division.
This is our first year, so we're excited to be included.
They started at Rouge Park.
It's a unity ride to show support for the community and to show that different groups from around the city of Detroit can get together for a common cause.
The cause of ending violence drew hundreds of people out on Saturday. Marvin Walker has been taking part for more than a decade. He says each year their reach grows.
If you can save, 2 out of 10, it's better than none.
Together, they rode through the heart of Detroit, spreading their message and lending an ear.
I want the same thing. We want a nonviolent community and an opportunity to reach out to our youth or whoever's here that needs somebody to talk to.
It's about time we put an end to violence.
We caught up with riders before they made it to Belle Isle Park, where they held a peace rally.
It gives us hope that there is hope for the future if we just stand up and exit violence and support peace.
They do this ride every year. If you would like to get involved, you can find more information about the Community Violence Intervention Group on the city's website. President Trump is following through on his threat to send National Guard troops to Chicago. He's been talking about this for weeks, and now, with anti-ICE protests flaring up outside an immigration facility near the city, the Pentagon is deploying 300 troops. But Governor J.B. Pritzker is pushing back, saying local police have things under control. The White House still has not said when the troops will arrive or how long they'll stay.
Lawmakers are not in Washington this weekend as the government shutdown continues. Negotiations between Republicans and Democrats remain at an impasse. At issue, the Obamacare subsidies. Democrats are pressuring Republicans to extend the subsidies as part of any short-term funding bill, while Republicans say the issue can wait until the end of the year.
It is a Republican-led shutdown where they refuse to do the basics of the job, which is to negotiate and to compromise. They've pushed this country to a brink in terms of healthcare costs. And this is very sobering for all of us in Michigan. Healthcare costs are on the rise.
Even talking about dealing with the Affordable Care Act, or the Obamacare as it is known, with some of the credits there. That's for December. Those are still in place till December. We have plenty of time.
Meantime, Michigan's budget battle is nearly over. The House and the Senate passed the budget last Thursday night. It's just waiting for Governor Whitmer's signature, which should happen in the coming days. The budget calls for record per pupil funding and includes free meals for students. Workers will see changes too. They'll now be able to deduct federal taxes when filing their state returns. There is a big change for drivers. No more sales tax at the gas pump. Also, for the cannabis industry, there's a new 24% wholesale tax. The money generated is expected to tackle highway repairs.
All right, time now to take a pause, take a look at downtown Detroit. Some areas are seeing record high temperatures this weekend, but enjoy it while you can, because no surprise, fall is making its way back to Metro Detroit.
Let's get over to Ron Hilliard with those fall details.
Well, Pamela, how does 90 degrees sound in October? Well, that's what some of us experienced earlier. 90 in Howell. Look at that. In Lapeer, we were up to 90 degrees. And if you're in your vehicle, you might even felt hotter because you're enclosed and it has that greenhouse effect. This is extremely warm, unseasonably warm. And in fact, we reached a record high in Flint. The old record was 88 degrees set back in 1951. We will have hot weather yet again tomorrow. Right now, temps are ranging from the mid-60s to even the lower and mid-70s. With 75 in Grosse Ile, we're at 72 in Pontiac, and we're looking at 72 in the city of Detroit. So it is a very mild night. It is going to be a hot day tomorrow as well because we have the same pattern that is set up, warm and humid air flowing up into the lower Great Lakes region and right here into southeast Michigan. This warmth is going to stick around a little bit longer. As I mentioned, when will we get some changes? Because they are on the way. I'll tell you what to expect. And also the negative impacts that this heat and dry weather is having on us. That's coming up. We are going to have the latest and your 7-day forecast. Will, Pamela?
Well, it wasn't your typical morning call for Macomb County deputies. Just after 8 Wednesday morning, officers rushed to a Harrison Township home where they found a deer tangled in a backyard hammock. A sergeant and deputy worked carefully, knowing any sudden moves could spook that distressed animal. After several tense moments, their patience paid off. The deer, now free from the hammock, ran back into the nearby woods.
The 33rd annual Sikh Heritage Banquet took place in Westland tonight.
Sikh Americans, neighbors, and friends gathered to celebrate their rich culture and traditions. Members of law enforcement, fire departments, and elected officials attended. Our Priya Mann served as co-MC and was honored to receive a Community Service Award for her volunteer efforts. This year's theme was about the power of positivity.
Sikh values are American values. These values are not different. We together want to serve people with humility and with passion. You know, let's all be united together. The world is suffering around us, and this is the time when we all need to come together and we all need to unite together and help each other.
Since arriving in the U.S. in the early 1900s, there are now more than 125,000 Sikh Americans living right here in Michigan.